All right, Fireside family, we're here today to talk about cable ramps. These are pretty straightforward. I think the one thing to note about these is there is a difference in the way that they sit. So you can think of this as kind of the male side and this the female side. You're going to want to start your cable ramp progression with the female side at the back, the male side at the front, because that allows you to add to this by just simply lining up those grooves and setting it down on top of each other. Whereas if you did it the other way, you'd have to like kind of pull that female side up and slap it down. It's just a little bit more awkward. So that's how you're gonna wanna do it. Let's talk about laying your cables into the ramp here. Pretty straightforward process as well. You're just gonna choose one of the two channels that are here, and you're gonna wanna avoid crossover, because when you cross over, if you do that, you're gonna have some push up on the actual ramp itself. So just make sure you're not crossing over. Whichever channel you start in, you stay that way the whole time. You can put multiple cables in each channel, as long as it doesn't push up so much, as long as it doesn't get so filled that it starts pushing up your cable guard, which is this right here. If you start seeing that pushing up, then you should try and disperse them more evenly throughout. Let's talk about one other thing. If you end up having a connection, if it's XLR and they're connecting inside of the cable ramp, that's totally fine. But you can see right here, if you were to have a power connection inside of the cable ramp, it is going to actually push up this cable ramp here. I'll show you. Let's get this all the way over here. And then you can see that it ends up pushing just barely this up. It's unfortunate how close it is, but it does push it up, and that creates a large tripping hazard. So you're gonna wanna make sure to plan your cable runs, that if there is a connection, that connection is happening either before or after your cable ramps, so that you have just cable running through here and no push up. So the last thing, folks, is to kind of go the extra mile. Once you make sure that all of your cables are run appropriately and you don't have to have any other access to the inside of that cable ramp, you can throw a piece of gaffer's tape on kind of at each end to just more firmly secure that top lip on there, so that no one's gonna be accidentally hitting this little entry point here and flipping it up. Just some extra safety, and that's what these are all about. Covering your cables, mostly in outdoor settings, in places where it's not as important for aesthetics to be very high, but safety is added paramount. That's what these are there for. All right, guys, enjoy and stay safe.